from that standpoint, then the board, I don't know if there's any inhibitions or not, if there's some lead or some liaison with volunteer efforts to start that process. But once you decide to put it out for bid, then the board can decide whether you have the funds or where you're going to get the funds to do that. But this is just the idea. What Gateway drew, that we're going to, the board could vote to approve that.
Concept design, basically, correct?
Yeah, that how you're going to get, we want to bring the trail up through the park, and we're going to approve the engineering drawings that the engineer has provided.
And where are those engineering drawings? I don't know. You gave us tonight?
There's a copy.
Is this what you gave us tonight?
And I'm not sure what permits, if any, we would need, just for the idea that this.
I don't understand how anyone can vote on something that they haven't seen. That's all. It's the first time.
Stay in the field, we'll take you out to see it tomorrow.
Take the old.
I think a lot of the boards, if it's supposed to
Take us all out.
this drawing. Well, Tom, you're better at phrasing motions than I am. Do you have any more suggestions?
That was fine, what you suggested.
Let's
That
vote
was
on.
my question. It just says approved construction. That wasn't.
Yeah, I think it's not saying.
That'll be the motion. I'll make the motion that we approve the concept design as laid out by Gateway Engineers. Do I have a second?
I'll second it.
Okay, it's been moved and seconded. All in favor, say aye. Aye. Opposed?
Opposed.
The resolution number 31-2014, consider authorizing the township engineer to complete required engineering services for compliance with the township's MS4 permit in 2014 in the amount of $8,500.
This is just as a description of this. This is the same work that we do annually. We brought the same project to the board last year. Just for everybody's information again, the township has an MS4 permit, which is basically a permit for all of our storm sewers to discharge the waters of the Commonwealth. It's the equivalent of having a permit for an industrial discharge or a discharge from a sewage treatment plant that goes into the stream. We have a permit for that work, and there's requirements within that permit that have to be completed annually. Most of the labor related to that is going out to screen the outfalls. That's where the storm sewers discharge into the creek. We have to do that. We have to provide an annual report to DEP related to that. And there's other items that are required. We put out articles for public information each year that are posted. Dawn posted them to the website. And other things that we need to do as a part of that permit. So this authorization tonight is just a formalization of work that has to go ongoing on an annual basis.
This is what's called an unfunded mandate.
Yes.
I have a question, Dan. This ties into the meeting that was, I think Joe was at the meeting last, August, with a number of municipalities out here
Well, we got.
regarding the
They've been jumping around. I don't know where they are at.
No, this is different.
Everything's free.
What are you talking about?
This is different.
This is state
They want to
mandated.
control, they want to control.
They did
Basically, they want to
Yeah,
look at
they'll
it and
go.
see if they can dredge and clean up the watershed. This is completely different beast of this.
Yeah, this is our responsibility as a township to police our own storm sewer system. And make sure that we're in compliance with the permit for that. In other words, the federal government has brought down the permits down to the level of local municipal storm sewers, where we have to watch what's being discharged. So we have to give them annual reporting, do public information outreach, doing that.
This is the one that's going to lead to
I got CO canceled this and we belong to this year.
a DMS.
Creating a stormwater tax.
Yeah, yes, Steve's moved. Monkey. Bigger.
We have a motion.
When are they going to get you?
When are we going to get ourselves?
No, I mean, the decision on a stormwater fee is really a municipal decision. That's not something that's going to be mandated. What's going to be mandated for these requirements to do the things we're telling you here tonight. So at what point do you reach in your system that you need to do maintenance and set aside capital to improve your storm sewer system in addition to doing compliance? That's really a decision that the township has to make.
You were talking about this discharge.
I gotta be home by 9:30, I turn into a pumpkin.
You babysit?
My admission tickets are only good till 9:30 on the circus.
Oh, boy, that is something.
Something of
Toxic.
an environmental nature that should be in.
Yeah, if you have a driveway, concrete driveway, or your roof is taken into consideration, and based on that, you pay a fee.
That's part of the permeable hard surface that you have. That's associated with stormwater management.
Okay.
It isn't part of it. I just want to be clear, because I've been the one to implement a fee in another community that wanted to do it. And that's really, it's a decision that the community makes. It's nothing that's going to be mandated.
I understand. Except for okay.
Yes.
Okay. So moved. That's all. Thank you.
Okay, it's been moved. Do I have a second?
Second.
All in favor, say aye. Aye. Opposed? It passes. Okay, the next two we've already gone through. Let's drop down to number 34, 2014. Consider the bids for the flooring and cabinets and generations. The last month I had asked everyone to go over and look in the generations over there and basically take a look. Have all the supervisors gone over and checked out the floor in the area over there? Cindy? Elizabeth?
I saw the floor before.
Now, one of the suggestions that, I know we're all looking at different flooring for it, but where the TVs are and the old Nintendos are never used anymore. And one of the suggestions that we did have, and this is where the estimates for the cabinets came in from M&M, is that we take those shelves out right there with the TVs, and because they're not used anymore. And the seniors seem to be having a lot of different cabinets scattered everywhere. That same area could be used. There's 11 feet across. You could put 4 cabinets in there. They'd be locking, similar to the ones that were put in the police department over here a year or two ago. And that would eliminate those other smaller cabinets that are kind of scattered all around. What I'm looking at basically is I'm thinking that we need to clean the generations up a little bit over there. Not only get rid of some of those cabinets like that, but put them in one spot, get new flooring in there, and there's a few other smaller details. Because we not only use it for our seniors, but we rent it out. So that's where we're at, and that's why I come up with this estimate. I asked M&M to come in. They're the same people that have made these cabinets up here in the front. That we're going to have 2 of them to be able to use for donating. We'll be able to talk about that later. But I'd like to know what everybody feels about the flooring and cabinets and get some comments.
The cleanup that you mentioned about getting rid of those cabinets and consoles and games, we should just donate those to Goodwill and get rid of them.
Talking to the city commission.
Well, yeah, I don't care.
I'm trying to get them into these shelters for women and kids.
Yeah, get them somewhere, get them rid of the charity.
To donate them to a charity.
Yeah, at least that'll be cleaned up, and then about flooring, I think Teresa's ready to drop some, to go out for equal bids, or quotes. So it's all the same product.
I thought that was not.
We did solicit bids for certain materials, and one of the first things we wanted to do was, based on the experience of the flooring companies, recommend to us what's the best product for that commercial application over there. We thought we had a product, and then just at the last minute on Friday, a flooring company came in with a product that is normally used in hospitals, institutions, libraries, universities, a very durable commercial product that was not that much more in price. So we think now that we have a product that is suitable, now we can go back to the company and say, okay, this is the specification. We want this floor, 20 mil VCT. Tell us what your warranty is, what your labor warranty, and this way we're comparing apples and apples and give everyone a fair opportunity.
And that's good.
think that'd be a good idea, so we get bids on everything and all done the same. Has anybody come up with any other suggestions? I do have a few others myself over there for cleaning up generations a little bit. I was over there looking at it, and I know where the rolling doors are that they have that goes into the kitchen area. They constantly tape over everything there, and they need cleaned off, and then we need to be able to say to the people over there that don't tape anything on there. A good solution would be to buy a couple bulletin boards that they could put up their post, whatever kind of information they want to put up. They could be put up near the front. When you walk in, there's a couple card tables set up there that they use to collect their money from the seniors and stuff. We could get a nicer looking table, and all those pamphlets could be put on the wall with one of those displays that have all the slots for the pamphlets. It wouldn't really cost a whole lot, but these are some of the ideas I think we need to look at. And we need to get rid of the air hockey table, that's correct too. But I think further on down the road too is the fact that once we do these improvements and we clean the place up, I think we need to sit down and look at the contract. Now, who is the contract with exactly, Don? Is it with the
Washington County Department of Aging.
The aging? We need to sit down and review our contract at that point and show them that we've fixed this up and decide. I mean, I know, Elizabeth, you brought up about cleaning before too, and that would be a good time to negotiate with the contract. Not cleaning, but, about the cleaning up afterwards.
Yeah, no, I brought up a contract with the county before, it goes back to 2001. It's 13 years ago. It's never been increased in 13 years.
Well, that's what I'm saying. After we do this, I think it's time to sit down with them and negotiate and see what we need to be able to do so that move forward with it. Still leaving the seniors there to try to help take care of it a little bit better. That's when we can bring all our suggestions in at that time. Okay?
So, conduct that meeting. Do you want to have a panel of supervisors meet with me and speak like the director? Or would you want me to sit down with her first? I think probably.
Can you pull up the contract we have so we can all look at it?
I can, we can.
And email it to everybody so we have your contract to look at.
2001.
The supervisors that want to be involved should be able to be involved.
And I think exactly
That's fine.
so.
Okay, I'll check everyone's schedule and I'll check mine.
But, so really, I mean, we'll be putting it out for bids. Do me a favor and look at these cabinets out here and see the work, and then go over to where Tom was talking about with the TVs and see what everybody thinks. What they had told us with the M&M's proposal here for cabinets is that they would do it out of oak like that is out there, and they would be able to stain it to match the oak that's on the tables in there that are all around the sides, and it would match the oak that's in the baseboard too. There would be, in that 11-foot area, they'd be able to make 5-foot tall cabinets. They would have 4 of them with opening doors and adjustable shelves for the seniors. So look at it and look over their proposals so that we can have some ideas and some comments on it, okay? Is everybody okay with that then? So we'll table this for right now. Let's move on to number 35, 2014. Consider Lennon Smith Solar Engineering Incorporated as an alternate engineering company to address gas and oil related work and plans for Gateway Engineers as a consulting engineer. Okay, it's moved. I'll second it. All in favor, say aye. Aye. Opposed? Passes. Okay, consider the purchase of 12 lapel microphones for a total cost not to exceed $3,000. I don't know who put this out there, but is that you, Elizabeth?
Yeah, I have to put it on the agenda.
Explain.
My buddy.
Yeah, we budgeted the money for it. I've complained about it for 2 years, and I think it's time for us to stop looking like ducks